Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I'll be working hard to grow this community and reach 1,000 subscribers. Every subscribe gets us one step closer to that goal, so if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the journey. So the plan is simple, survive in the snowy mountains, but before I can do that, I need to break some barrels and farm enough scrap to get started. I know some of you might say that running key cards is the best way to get started, but in my situation, I decided to build my base first. I actually tried playing on a fresh server before, but I ended up getting raided. This server is already on day 13, which means a lot of players are probably geared up and carrying guns. I'd rather secure a base first than risk getting killed while running key cards. After gathering some loot, I headed to the snowy mountains to find the perfect spot to build my home, but the problem was I had no idea where to build. After wandering around for a while, I finally found a spot that felt right and started building my base. And so I constructed my humble little starter base for now. It wasn't much, but it would do the job. Now I just need to farm some iron, smelt it down, and craft a few code locks. After smelting some iron, we officially received a mission from the game to craft some bullets. But to do that, we first needed a level 1 workbench. Crafting one costs 50 scrap, but the problem was, I only had 14 scrap in my cabin. Then, out of nowhere, I got an idea. Instead of farming more barrels for scrap, I headed over to my neighbor's base to craft my bullets. And just like that, I got my hands on my first gun and some ammo. And with these humble beginnings, my journey would now truly begin. It was time for my first outing to see what exactly was around where I'd built my base. And very quickly, I realized there was a tunnel entrance nearby. Being just a few minutes into the wipe and yet only armed with a single barrel shotgun, I decided to take advantage of the time after I'd gotten my first base down by exploring this underground tunnel. Maybe if I could get an early gun to defend myself, that could speed up my progression for the day. After that, I decided to go on Abandoned Factory to look for more opportunity. Well, it's not looking like I got any early guns, but I got a rug, so that's something. Actually, I got some good components, so if I can get this home, it is honestly a good start. After making it home, I quickly crafted a level 1 workbench and added some blocks and code log. I would now be a little bit more secure, but what I needed next up was a pet food for my griffin, so it was time for me on leveling.
Thinking we were the real thing, was it just a shiny frame? I thought we were masterpieces, but I was imagining. Now I'm collecting dust, so far from what was. We were a thing of beauty, but we faded over time. And now it's like you've erased us from your mind. You took a new color, you covered the portrait underneath. We were a thing of beauty, but now the beauty can't be seen. Color swatches, assessing your options as you move on from me.
Over the past 2 hours, I've just been leveling up, sorting my loot, and upgrading the base. But I do have some good news and some bad news. The good news is I finally reached the level I need to craft a fishnet. The bad news is my griffin is still locked for another 22 hours, so I'll have to wait until tomorrow to use it. After that, I decided to head to the supermarket and dismantle some of the components I'd collected while leveling up. I was looking for the wolf that I'd seen spawn here, and then this happened. Not long after, I ran into another player. Dying with my recyclable had been a hard hit, but the recycler was still holding half of the cloth I needed. I just hoped he hadn't noticed it. There was only one way to find out. Half of the cloth was still there. Now all I needed to do was make it home. If I could make it back safely, I'd finally have everything I needed to craft the fishnet. After making it home, I quickly crafted the fishnet. After the craft was finished, I headed to my marked location to build a fishing base and place the fishnet. So, with the fishing base built, all I needed to do now was farm resources and upgrade it. But while I was out farming, I noticed I had a neighbor. Curious, I went over to check, and before I knew it, I was in a fight. Now I believe that my fish base is secure, so I started to randomly spawn and things went smoothly. I was so happy that I got my first SMG on the wipe and also a double-barrel shotgun, but that feeling didn't last long. Just when I thought everything was finally going my way, something completely unexpected happened. After that loss, I tried to fight someone to see if I could get a gun from them. After winning a few small fights, I headed to the military base to see if I could get something. I was very happy after getting my FAMAS from the green room. At that moment I thought I'd already hit the jackpot, but little did I know, something much bigger was waiting for me outside, something that would completely change my wipe. After that huge run, I finally achieved my first rifle and FAMAS to defend myself, and also a Tesla. What a lucky run. Now it is time for me to go around and get some scrap, but before we do that, let me just learn the blueprint of this red dot. After I managed to win some fights, I decided to go out again to see if I could get some more. I came back to the military base because I knew the Avenger would spawn soon. After that huge run, I finally achieved the things that I needed for tomorrow, so I decided to get some sleep. By the way guys, if you like my video, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you do, thank you so much for your support, and if you want to see what happens next, comment part 2 down below.